Kraddick Morning Show is back.
Sit down. Sit down. Mr. Jones, sit down. Your basic thing is you think she's running around. That's really what it is.
Yes.
Do you find it easy to get women to finance your lifestyle?
No, it's not. Not easy at all.
But you do it.
Yeah, I do it.
Yes.
But-
Don't you interrupt me again.
Wow. Welcome to the show.
She is a powerful sounding woman standing next to me and a couple inches shorter than me. A tiny little
I'm
thing.
shorter than everybody. 5'1 1/4. That's it.
Welcome,
every quarter.
Judge Lynn Toler, to the show. I feel like you need a whip with me. Just whack. Every time you talk, I'm gonna be like, get him.
Yeah, guys, how do you feel? Are you like intimidated by her?
Or turned on? Or turned on?
Yeah.
It's kind of sexy.
No, I mean, not in a bad way.
Gee, now.
Just go.
No, I don't mean like that. I'm just
When
saying
was that
part does not turn me on. That part, the authoritative.
You don't
Why
like
not?
that?
No, I gotta be the man. I'm the man. I gotta be that dude. I don't need. Oh, you the man till I come home.
Judge Toler, does it surprise you that he's divorced?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be surprising if he kept one.
But then again, we say that. We say we want to be in control. But at the end of the day, if mama ain't happy, nobody's happy.
Exactly.
So
right.
y'all are still ultimately in control. But the smartest woman is a woman that can make the man think he's in control while she still runs the house.
It's a lot of work, you know that?
That's a lot.
It is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. You know, you
We
got
worth
to
it,
manage
though.
your own head.
We worth it though. You know what I'm saying? We worth it. You don't know, man. You don't know.
Yeah, you might.
Really?
Al, you might end up on divorce court because it just got renewed through the 2016-17
All right.
season.
All right.
Just
for you.
announced.
Right.
How many years is that for you on this show?
That's 8. I've been on 8.
Seasons.
I've been on 8 seasons. And, for morning TV, that's such a long run.
Yeah.
It's great,
Are you chasing Judge Judy?
I wish.
No, that's
I
right.
ain't gonna lie.
In the gut.
I'm working on number 3 and pushing, but
That was shocking.
Judge Judy got a bit of jump on me.
That was shocking when it came out. She makes the most money of anybody on TV.
Anybody.
She's killing it.
And works like
Killing it.
only a few days
but
a year.
she's shorter than me.
There you go. You got that on her.
Something, yeah, we're both really tiny.
You are tiny.
Like 5'1".
Do you think it's like the Napoleon complex reversed for women? That's why you're so powerful and authoritative that you have to
really
compensate for
know.
your lack of height?
I don't know. My sister is 4'10" and a half, and she's
Holy
a neurologist. So maybe it is
Wow.
Napoleon. We're short. We gotta show up syndrome.
Does she have to stand on a booster box when she's working on somebody's brain?
Well, she did when they were doing internships, and you have to do surgery.
Yeah.
She had to get a box.
Yeah.
Because everybody else,
Booster
because she
box
was
for the
4'10" and a half. Yeah.
Judge Lynn Toler, could we be a bailiff for one of your shows?
Absolutely. Come on by.
Oh, I would love that.
Come on
You do
by.
celebrity bailiffs? Well, not that we're celebrities.
I'll
but
start.
It's kind of egotistical.
Right.
I just want to stand up there and look all
Just
tough for you.
look good.
Yeah.
Just look good. Keep your shirt tight.
Uh-huh.
And give us a little eye candy.
Yeah.
Right.
And we can work with you.
What could we do? Could we be the stenographer? Is that what it is?
A court reporter.
Have a stenographer, but we can always.
I guess you
add
don't need
something
one when
just
it's
for-
videoed like that.
Well, no, we can.
I would be that kid that when they're doing the newscast and you always see a kid in the background waving, you'd be like asking the defendant a question. I'd be like in the background, hey.
You're on TV every day, Al.
I know, but a different show. It'd be cool.
Al forgets he's on TV
Now,
every day.
Being in divorce court, you've heard it all, right?
Oh, absolutely.
What is the most ridiculous grounds for divorce that's come? I mean, that's putting you on the spot.
The most ridiculous thing that a woman stayed upset about her entire marriage was the absence of a wedding. I mean, she was really, it was ludicrous. Like, but I didn't get the day, my day. And I will say, we ladies are a little silly about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's your choice to stay without it at some point, right? Like you can't punish for
But
your whole
it's
life.
a day. That's not the point. The point is taking the cat home afterwards and living with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Right.
just, it's just a moment in time. I didn't have a wedding. I just,
Went to the courthouse?
lunchtime, went to courthouse, 12 o'clock, married the brother, took him home.
And 25 years later, you said you just
5 years
celebrated.
later, we're still, I married 25 years
And
later.
it was a random guy, too, by the way.
Just pull the cat off the street. Hey, you want to come with us?
Do you feel, because I've never been married and I know no marriage or relationship is perfect, but do you feel kind of a next level of pressure since you're on TV and you're kind of supposed to be the correct opinion on how relationships work? Do you feel this pressure on your own marriage?
You know, the interesting thing is I'm always telling the truth, so I can't run around, talk too much to lie because I'll get caught. And I do tell the truth a lot about our marriage, and it hasn't always been, sunshine and roses.
That's real.
So I do say what difficulties we do have and how we've conquered them. Now, I'm careful how I say it.
Right.
Because he's a private guy. But I get it in there.
Throw it out there.
Yeah, every once in a while.
How is that, being such a public person married to such a private person?
It's interesting. E at one point came to me and said, you seem to have an interesting life. We would, maybe we could do what do they call it?
Reality
a
show?
docu-series or something.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it to my husband. He said, yeah, the first episode you could tape our divorce.
I hear you.
Okay.
My girlfriend does not want to be talked about. I mean, I still
You
kind
still
of talk
talk
about it a
about it.
little
Give
bit.
her a
but-
nickname, so it's
Yeah.
not
Dr.
a real name.
Dr. Girlfriend.
Yeah, but I try not to watch the show at home. But sometimes he turns it on and I'm sweating the whole time because I can't remember if I said something about him or not.
Yeah, you don't know what episode it is.
He gives me the stank eye.
We're talking with Judge Lynn Toler. Are there some misconceptions about marriage that you want people to know? Because you deal with a lot of relationships.
Right.
And we were talking off air about how my wife and I will, we'll fight for 2 years pretty strong.
How long have you been married now?
You'll fight for 2 years strong.
Haven't
You know how-
that's half of the marriage.
Well, you don't get along as well as you think you should be getting along for being married.
Oh, we had an 18-month argument. I
Right.
understand exactly what you're saying.
And then, the following 2 years, perfect, no problem.
Wonderful.
And then you go down in the hills.
Yeah, no, it's up and down and around, and it gets ugly. And I think what people's misconception is, it's a good match or it's not a good match. And if it's a good match, people are happy most of the time. If it's not a good match, it's awful all the time. And what happens if it's a good match, it's crappy a lot of the time, but you make it through.
Yeah. It's about not quitting when those tough times.
We get there and love them enough to just stay with it when it's a little ugly, and then you get back to pretty again.
Because I tell people, if you're not fighting, you're not loving right. Right?
Well, JC.
I mean, you got to, those arguments.
If you're not fighting, you're not loving right.
My girlfriend loves me.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You think that's what Rihanna was telling herself?
That's different fighting, Jenna.
But do you have like ground rules for fighting?
No, for years we didn't fight, which was one of our problems because I was always saying yes because I didn't want him to think, I'm in charge. I'm putting people in jail and all this kind of stuff. And I wanted to come home, and I thought saying yes all the time would make him happier about that. And I ended up losing my opinion. And he didn't. He wanted the strong woman he married, not the idiot that I had become.
Yeah.
And so we didn't fight for a long time, and then he said something about the lawn I didn't like one day.
Shout out.
It was
lawn.
on for 18 months.
The lawn.
See, but it wasn't about the lawn, Al. It
What was
wasn't
it
about
about?
the lawn.
The lawn.
What, do you want you to mow it?
I launched. And it was like 18 months, and then we finally like, oh, okay.
See,
we
that-
can have differences of opinion.
That could be one of the divorce cases that you would have to deal with, because I've seen some crazy stuff. I mean, you have all races on your show.
Right.
This is leading to a question, and I
When
promise.
he says that, it usually doesn't.
I promise. But the most colorful people are the brothers, it seems like to me. And I was wondering, how often have you said to yourself, or maybe even on television, Negro, please? I mean,
Well, now, let me see. 'Cause I have to be judicial about this entire thing. My belief is this. Black folk have a very different oral tradition. When you go to a party with all black people and you go to a party with all white people, two different parties. Two different parties. I had a party once with black folk and white folk, 50-50.
Uh-oh.
And at 11 o'clock, the last white guy left. We were still there at 4 a.m. Cops came, everything. Great party.
oh, that's when you know it's good.
So we have a different way of rocking.
Just more animated.
Yeah, a little more animated.
Has there been something on the show that you weren't able to air because it was just crazy? And
Oh, a few things.
what
Like
was the
fights,
what was the
physical,
worst one?
things like that.
She was 14. Don't tell that story.
The parents signed off on the marriage. And now,
No, I mean, he was admitting
her.
to having been with somebody that age.
I thought she was the one getting the divorce. Ooh,
No.
that's bad.
Oh no!
And just said it.
And he just said it like nothing.
Just said it.
So you can't air that.
But,
on
I
TV.
mean, does he? Yeah, but were there some sort of like legal repercussions?
It was
for
a
that?
while ago. With,
Yeah.
and
Just like case dismissed. Get out of my courtroom.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
Do you have any fun at all keeping up with celebrity marriages and the breakups and the makeups?
I wouldn't call it fun. I would call it just fascination.
'Cause it is
It's
interesting.
interesting. And I think a lot of the problems that celebrity have, this is just my theory. I think that they live in a world of fantasy, and I live in a world where they get pretty much everything they want all the time. And in marriage, it's about not getting what you want a fair amount of the time. So it's two people who have a fantasy. Oh, we're fantasy. And you come in, and it's still the grunge work. Yeah. And they're not ready for it, and then the glare of the spotlight makes it worse, and next thing you know...
Because you're getting attention a lot of other places.
Right.
And not just attention from your significant other.
Like
all the time.
Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin, they did this conscious uncoupling.
Yeah,
what is that?
I wasn't sure. I really wasn't. Conscious uncoupling. I mean, it's an interesting concept. It may be better than divorces because divorces get ugly. I mean, I guess they're leaving each other and trying to do so intelligently. That's what I took out of it. Now, I don't know people who uncouple unconsciously. I mean, I don't know. You got to knock somebody out or something. I don't know.
Didn't they have like a ceremony?
They did. They had this Kabbalah spiritual ceremony that was a divorce ceremony.
I have seen people do divorce ceremonies.
Really?
I have seen people do that.
And what is that? What did that involve in what you saw?
Well, it involves, it depends on, typically it involves, returning things, exchanging things, and vowing, especially when they have children.
To respect.
To always be civil and do that. So, and they
did it with a ceremony?
Yeah.
So like you invite guests and have a buffet and everything?
Listen, people
and a divorce pie?
any excuse to have liquor. It's,
Then I thought I was having an original idea by doing a ceremony for divorce because I was going to link up with you.
Right.
And as soon as they leave divorce court, they call me and I plan this big divorce party.
Be a divorce planner.
And everybody, I was going to have them walking down the aisle.
That was your plan with the judge?
Yeah, I was going to take a meeting.
Well, you should do it in you're rewinding the marriage video. Like they start at the altar and then she has to walk back.
Yeah.
Judge Lynn Toler from Divorce Court on Fox. Where can we find out what time your show's on in our cities?
Yes.
Go to divorcecourt.com. Tell you exactly when it's on.
All right.
Easy enough.
And thank you for shouting us out on Twitter for Dish Nation also.
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks for the support.
Love you guys.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
You're a big fan of ours.
Thanks for telling
To
her.
acknowledge.
Thanks for telling her, JC.
Or maybe Ricky Smiley. One of the two.
Yeah, that's what it is.